for Joe Burrow facing off against Justin Herbert. Two rising stars in the AFC set to do battle in Cincinnati. The Chargers and the Bengals are coming your way next.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi again, everyone. Gun to my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he returns this to the 22. Time to see this Bengals offense here as they get set for their first drive. And under center, of course, is the #1 pick in the 2020 draft, now in year number 2, Joe Burrow.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the Chargers set to go on offense for the first time, and they are led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020. Now in his 2nd season out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert. Herbert on 1st down now. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this is Cook with the grab. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short. They elected.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Rolling to his left. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A first carry for Samaje Perine, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Play action. It's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the run. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah with touchdown number 7 on the year. Yep. On 1st and 10, Herbert. This to Jarwin. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back.
First down. Here's Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Burrow will throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, a give to Mixon.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Now Burrow. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run with Mixon. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Allen's got it complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. DJ Reader. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, L.A. Devin Funchess with touchdown number 7 on the... The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Here's a give to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead to more issues.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
Herbert now. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Herbert hooking up with Cook for an LA first.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. To throw again on second down. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Bengals going to use them. Now it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Now it's Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Open man is Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. To the air again, Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The end result, 21 yards. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yep.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Outright completes it to Jarwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This to Jarwin. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the 50, here's Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's taking it.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you. Keep it to short gain.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Justin Jones there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now. And it also gives him a first down. A handoff to Mixon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow.
That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. From midfield now, Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. 22 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
On 2, right? 11, Thomas.
Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and goal. Burrow. He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals have broken our ties. They take the lead.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds. And
they started on the ground with Eckler, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
for Justin.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Burrow into the secondary past the 40. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Mixon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's Held up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. This is intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Big 13! Big 13!
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. It's Mixon on the counter. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Back now in Cincinnati. And the Bengals on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Now Joe Mixon. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Burrow now off the bootleg. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Come on now.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
On first down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where there's... Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now Herbert following the turnover. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side.
That's it, baby.
And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 30 on 2nd down. Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. That catch good for only a couple.
I think we should put a stopwatch on that one. You talk about having all day to throw the football. able to scan the field, find someone open after a long time. Big-time credit to the offensive line for protection. That's what we used to call throwing out of the rocking chair.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Herbert now. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So it was the pass.
Here we go. Ready?
Now Burrow on first down. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Again, it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chargers will get the football back in. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. On the give, this is Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And brought in by the tight end Cook. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He's got Allen. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Rosa's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now...
Gun. Got. Ready.
First down. Here's Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Will Parks. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 73 yards right. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in